As we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready?
On the ground, it's a rookie from Wisconsin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll run on first down. Minor down inside the 40. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kissed it on the ground.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Hey, check that. Go.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Walker. Powering through at the 35. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
BC ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Minor. And we'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. That's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 14. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
65, 65, cut it! Let's go! Ready, go!
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Ready? 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change.
They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
To kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Walker now in 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Warrior 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They'll drop the throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have recovered. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
We changed it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Minor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now it's Jackson. For the left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Jackson now. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already.
At the 45-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
70 Lions. Go.
Here's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal.
Hey.
At the 7-yard line.
Again, Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Brings up third and goal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
18 Rattler. Ready. 70 Rangers. 60 by 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jimbo from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. From the 41, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Second and 10.
Hawk 70.
32-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Got it.
First down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
49-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Ravens 35.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This is 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Jackson going to keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's 1st down. Up the middle they go. Minor. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they're going to have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
He'll try to do it himself. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he's brought down, but great yardage to start the drive. A first down, and it sets him up pretty nicely here moving forward.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. And this one is right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
One last shot for Jackson.